And now I would like you to meet a very famous author, Miss Betty Smith, author of A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, and Tomorrow Will Be Better. Is that right, Betty?
Yes.
And now we would like to get down to some serious talk about how to write a novel. Betty, it occurs to me that, in a sense, Emily's first novel is somewhat like yours in that it is autobiographical. I understand yours is not the story of your life, but
it's autobiographical.
In the sense that you knew your back.
Yes.
You're writing about people you knew.
I've heard, I've seen, and I've lived, excuse the expression, through it. I think any novel has to be autobiographical unless it's a detective story. Because how else can you write except what you've known and what you feel and what you've experienced, what you've seen, what you've heard.
Or do you find writing easy?
I find playwriting easy. It's easy to write in dialogue, but the novel is a very hard job. And also, I was doing two jobs. I was writing one-act plays for a living. I had 75 one-act plays published, before the book came out. And I had 2 children, and my day was pretty full. I had to make a living, and I didn't have time. So I had to get up at 6 o'clock at buy time.
And I think I'm busy. Betty, how did your novel come to be published?
Why, I wrapped it up in a piece of paper that I had been saving and brought it down to the express office because it was cheaper than the post office. And I sent it off. And then 3 weeks later, I got a letter saying it was accepted.
Oh, how wonderful.
It took you 3 years. Well, it took me 3 years, too, but it needn't to have taken 3 years. And sometimes it would come so fast, I write 20 pages without stopping. Sometimes I could only write 1 page a day.
Well, how do you feel about schools? Is there any school you can go to become a novelist?
Schools? I don't know. I never took a course in novel writing. I studied the theater. Maybe that helped. If you don't have the instinct for writing or the feeling and the kind of mind for writing, a course won't do any good.
No, I don't feel so.